Alright, so the new Artio skin, the community skin, is about to come out and we can already look at it in game. So let's have a look. Looks pretty cool so far. I really like the effects on the basic attack here. I like the animations as well. I think they kind of match with the skin. Surprisingly good. I really like this little swirl that comes every time she uses the basic. So far so good. And then we can of course also look at the first ability. Also pretty cool. I really like this animation here. I like, again, this color theme that it has going. And the 2 is actually really pretty. I'm impressed with that. I didn't expect it to look this good. I like this plant effect. This little field that she has around her. You can test the 1 and 2 people here as well. You can see the effects from both sides. Also pretty cool. And then the 3 has a really nice trail along with it, which also makes it look really, really nice. So far, everything pretty cool and very well executed. But what on earth is that thing? First of all, why is this walking animation going weirdly from left to right through the shoulders? Why can he not walk straight? What is wrong with that? Also, what are these legs? Isn't this supposed to be a fox? What is going on with any of this? This is absolutely horrifying. What is this side walking animation? What is this hip structure? Why is this curved? Why is this guy shaped like, I don't know, a C? It's a walking C. And why does him walking backwards look like some white girl trying to twerk for the first time? I don't even have words for this. This is absolutely terrible. Alright, let's look at the abilities. Gotta be that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, that's fine. Just dislocate your claws for every basic attack animation. That's exactly what you'd expect from a new skin, am I right? Oh yeah, that looks beautiful as well. Why is this sound so long? Hey, the dash is alright. We're given the dash. Okay, so what went wrong with this skin? Okay, this animation here is super weird as well. But why is the sound so long? I can overlap it with 80% cooldown reduction. That's how long it is. It goes way longer than the stun. It's... Who did this? And why? The sound effect isn't even logical. It's not even like it matches. Is this supposed to be a howl? It doesn't match with anything. And the backwards twerking doesn't become better when you have a ton of movement speed either. I don't know about this one. Okay, seriously. You don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I know. We're getting a community skin, and we're technically getting it for free. So maybe I shouldn't be complaining too much. But let's talk about that technically for a second. Because you get the skin for free by playing 30 games this month. And you can't just choose when to play these games either, unless you want to play all of them on the last day. That, I guess, is possible. Because you're restricted by this progress bar, meaning essentially you are almost forced to frequently log into SMITE in order to get the skin for free. If you don't do that, you can still get the skin, but you will have to buy it. So for many people coming into the game later, the skin won't be free, and as such I think this is worth talking about. It's also worth noting that while this could technically be a coincidence, which I honestly doubt, I think it's strategic marketing, this is also the month where Borderlands 3 and World of Warcraft Classic come out, and as you can maybe see from my videos, there are some people in the SMITE community that are interested in that, and I know from the reception and from Twitter and so on that I'm by far not the only one, so yeah, no, forcing people to play a lot this month or play very frequently this month isn't necessarily a gesture purely out of goodwill either. So yes, to some extent we're getting a free skin, but this freeness is a bit too circumstantial for me to just let every context slide. And the context here is pretty relevant, because I talked about this community skin contest in the past. I had a video provocatively titled "This skin contest should have been revealed on April 1st", and I was not very happy with the initial options for entries and everything. And there was a very good reason I was not happy with Kitsune Artio. I really liked the concept as a whole and I liked everything about the design, and I said as much, but unfortunately I did not think that that skin would make it into the game very well. I said from the start it's going to be a big problem to try and rig a Wolf's model onto Artio's base model. I'd like to show you the original art for the skin here right now. I won't be able to do that unfortunately, Last time I did that, I got a copyright strike from the artist that I later on resolved and did a little of explaining about fair use in French. It was a long story, it's resolved now, but I'm not gonna show the skin again and run the risk again of having to cut this video or take it down or anything like that. But I will say that the original art concept was way better when it comes to the fox specifically than the final version that we get now. Artio itself, her normal model, is fine in my opinion. I think it looks very nice, but that doesn't really matter all that much when it's the form you really only see half of the time. I actually retracted my statement about Kitsune Artio later on, and that is because in May we got a new skin being Fabled Artio. And Fabled Artio, the version of Artio's bear form, was turned into a wolf, which made me think, okay, if they're able to do that, then a fox should be possible too. And the wolf form worked out very nicely. The paws were a little bit too big, so the animations were just a little bit janky here and there, but nothing to really complain about. I figured, you know, if they can rig it in that direction and still looks good, then they can do the fox. And what is so bothersome to me about this is that I'm pretty sure Hi-Rez could have done the fox. I don't know what exactly led to the decision of we are gonna give this skin away for free. Maybe they just realized they don't have enough time to work on the skin because they were busy with other skins like the tier 5 Kukulkan skin. Maybe there weren't enough votes on the skin contest in general and they just didn't expect it to sell well enough. Or maybe there were completely different reasons that we don't know about, but it just seems very odd that a skin suddenly gets a free giveaway for a while, or like free in the sense that you only have to invest your time. Time is money, but oh well. And in return, one of the models just looks really bad. And now, of course, this may be my limited knowledge of rigging and anything like that speaking, because many things seem easy on the surface, but are actually harder. But I don't think that this rounded back is really that hard to fix. Just adjusting the angle slightly should, like rotating the hips slightly basically, should fix that to some extent. So I'm really not sure why it's left the way it is. Not to mention the weirdly dislocated jaw that you can see in various screenshots. Like, how does that happen when it's not even on the wolf model? This all is especially sad to me in the context that other skins would have been such good fits that would have been easier to execute with the design that SMITE has. If you want to see them all in detail, check out my video that I already made about the community skins for this year, but to briefly mention a few, there was the Casino Hera skin that was just fantastic all around, that then was somehow not okay because all the effects were on Argus instead of Hera, whereas we have a new skin that's being released for Hera where most of the big animations and changes are again on Argus anyways, and for that skin it's somehow fine. Then there was the Kuzenbo skin that got a massive amount of upvotes that basically made him a redneck Kuzenbo. Massively upvoted but didn't get in the first place, over some skins that seemed more like fillers than anything else. There was also River Pirate Zhonghui, a Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse style kind of skin that turned Zhonghui into some sort of captain with a fisher net and everything, and it just looked so cool and it would have been so perfect to execute into SMITE, and well, not enough people voted for it. The same with Royal Crustacean Arachne, which turned her into a lobster instead, something that definitely would have worked. Basically, you could just almost take the assets from Capri and his lobster skin and put them on Arachne's body instead. It would have not been nearly as hard to execute as this whole Artio thing. And at the end of the day, that's also very frustrating to me, as I warned about it so early, but it's also kind of clear that more popular gods often get more votes, and also Japanese anime type inspired skins just get a ton of votes in the SMITE scene in general. The Ruby collaboration right now is not coming out of nowhere. There's just a huge demographic overlap here. There's a silver lining here though. After all the backlash that the skin is receiving on various social media platforms right now, Isaiah actually responded to one Reddit thread saying, "Just got done talking with our art director Ben about this. We went through a lot of feedback that came in over the weekend, and he's putting in some extra hours with the team to get some adjustments in for the modeling, rigging and animation of Spirit Guide Artio's fox form, specifically the jaw and hind legs. Looking to have these in for the next update." That's nice. I hope it turns out well. I'm not going to be too hopeful beforehand because I wasn't too hopeful with the skin in the first place. I really wonder why the backlash was required here and why this was not something that was acknowledged from the start, because that character is literally on the loading screen and you can see how messed up it looks. Like, somebody should have seen this. And that's just my take on this. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to go sub button and maybe the bell. It really helps me out. And other than that, see you for the next one tomorrow probably. DukeSloth out.